We did have a little bit of a delay because of both storms that we just encountered.
But Wally DeCino, Chief Operating Officer for Advent Health Palm Coast, says they have a new timetable for the hospital that's being built on Palm Coast Parkway.
We shifted from the end of May to mid-June right now because of the delays due to the impact from the storm.
He says there have been supply chain challenges during construction.
We had issues with drywall because part of the materials that it's used to make drywalls comes from Ukraine. So believe it or not, that war even impacted the construction of our hospital here.
He says both hospitals in Palm Coast will be under the same leadership.
Yeah, the plan is for the same leadership here at the hospital to actually run both hospitals right now, and it's going well.
The 100-bed, 4-story hospital marks the largest healthcare investment in Flagler County. It will cost $100 million and bring comprehensive care, including world-class orthopedic services, to the area, as well as at least 400 new jobs to start. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Another drug house is shut down in the Mondex.
The Flagler County Sheriff's Office Special Investigations Unit served a narcotics search warrant at 2676 Redwood Street, Bunnell, a couple of days ago. The search warrant stemmed from a previous undercover operation conducted by the SIU. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
Another Mondex drug house was closed when they received a wake-up call early in the morning from the Sheriff's SWAT team and Special Investigations Unit. Fentanyl, methamphetamine, and other drugs were seized and one arrest was made. Another great job done by our deputies. For the community, keep sending us your tips. We'll clean up the drug house next to you next.
Joseph Forbes was transported to the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate detention facility without any problem. Forbes is being held on a $5,500 bond. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Palm Coast Vice Mayor Eddie Branquinho is preparing to say goodbye to public office. He was first elected to council in 2018 and decided not to run again to represent District 4. Branquinho says he leaves office with no regrets.
I would like to thank my colleagues for putting up with my sometimes bad attitudes. But I want you to know that I did this from the bottom of my heart. I was never a fake. What you saw, that's what you've got. And the decisions I made behind this dais came from my heart, and that's what I thought was the best for the people of Palm Coast, which was the most important thing. Mission accomplished, my friends. I did it with honesty, integrity, and proud of it. I do not regret anything that I said.
Kathy Hyder won the District 4 seat in the general election. She'll be sworn in early next month. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Are we paying attention to the numbers?
Palm Coast Mayor David Alfin said that the media might well be blowing the numbers of houses being built in Palm Coast out of proportion. Alfin was recently on an episode of Real Estate Matters and said that he gets complaints from residents about the numbers of houses that could be built in a given area.
So the media will grab a soundbite or grab a piece of print to show X number of homes have been recently approved by city council or county planning board or whoever it is. And there'll be some number, 200, 300, perhaps even 400.
Where Mayor Alfin says we get it wrong is that many of those homes may not be built because of any number of factors.
Number one, if that project comes to fruition and then completion, it could be several years down the road. Number two, that project may never actually develop. The business model may change, and there may be nothing there for a very, very long time.
Real Estate Matters is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 11 and on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, David Alfin explains how few houses cause our housing shortage. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.